rotating just a little bit each time. Oh, and Kyle with the Owen.
He did rotate that time as he got up on that dry slick and that right-hander, the off-camber, smacks the K-rail, rolls it over, ends up on the K-rail.
It's not something you see every day from Kyle Leduc.
We're going to watch it again here. It's so slick in that off-camber. He hopes the rug can actually get some traction.
And there's not much you can do. Usually you get on the throttle to keep it from flipping over, but he couldn't because the wall was there. Had to stay out of the throttle. The wall ended up tipping him over.
And he was expecting to slide through that area, and they just let's go down the route.
Guys, after Kyle Leduc spun over here in the final turn, the only thing he told the crew was, sorry about that, spun the truck back around, and he's going to have to tag the tail.
Well, that should be exciting to watch.
For sure.
There's a look at your top five.
Ace.
With a bonding chemical over them.
2 shows in 1.
The bonding chemical solidifies the sand. They poke holes to vent gases later on. And with the patterns removed, it's clear that the bonding chemical has worked its magic. The patterns have left a definite impression in the hardened sand. They apply glue to one half of the mold, so it adheres to the half with the impressions in it. They then glue 2 square-shaped spouts around holes in the sand mold. Next, they fire up the foundry furnace and melt iron into a white-hot liquid. Workers then carefully pour the molten metal down the square spouts and into the sand molds. Gases are released through the holes poked in the sand earlier, while weights keep the lids from lifting from the pressure. After a 2-hour cool down, they break the molds and pick out the cast iron parts. The planes have a knobby protuberance formed as metal floating to the mold. They slice that off. And after strengthening the cast iron's physical properties, they mill the bottom of the bench plane to make it reasonably flat. They also expose a slit formed during molding. They now lock the bench plane in position to allow the spike teeth of a cutting wheel to carve into the molded slit. It enlarges the slit to form the mouth of the bench plane, the opening through which the plane's blade will protrude. Some precision work